Evaluate the quotient and write the results in the form a plus bi. In order to write this in a plus bi, what we need to do is we actually need to get rid of the complex number on the bottom. In other words, I need to get rid of this I. In order to do that, I need to multiply by what's called the conjugate. Conjugate, if you have an a plus b, the conjugate is going to be a minus b. It's not the opposite. The opposite would be negative a minus b. That's not what we're talking about. So we need to multiply by the conjugate. And if you multiply by the conjugate, what it does, I'll show you in just a second. So 3 minus 4i. Now, I have to multiply by the top and bottom by the conjugate because this right here is 1, and I can always multiply by 1. So now I'm going to do a lot of distributing. So this becomes 15 minus 20i minus 3i plus 4i squared all over 9 minus 12i plus 12i minus 16i squared. Now, if you notice, this middle term goes away. That's what the conjugate does. And this I squared is actually negative 1. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. This becomes I squared, negative 1. This I squared becomes negative 1. Negative 16 times negative 1 is positive 16. So if you look at the bottom here, all my i's are gone. That's the whole point. So the top becomes 11 minus 23i all over 9 plus 16, which is going to be 25. Now, it wants us to put in the form of a plus bi. This is not in the form of a plus bi. But if I separate them into their own denominators, you'll end up getting 11 over 25 minus 23 over 25i. And this is in the form of a plus bi. In other words, a is 11/25 and b is negative 23/25, which means you can see the real and the imaginary part.